Clap.
There we go.
All
Should
right,
I look?
We need to see your hands also in the camera.
Yeah.
Holy dude. Yeah. That's the one hand handstand hands.
I mean, I guess, yeah, it's the gift.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I'm Mario. I'm 40 years old. I've been dancing since maybe 2002, 2001. And yeah, I'm from Hawaii, originally from Oahu, Salt Lake, area. So,
How'd you get into breaking? Well, maybe the first time that you saw it.
okay.
And who were the people around you during that time?
Good question. Well, I was exposed to it like when I was really young. Like, I think seeing it at like family parties, seeing my cousins or friends like get down, not really knowing what it was, just kind of like that's kind of cool. I'll try it out. So like, yeah, I don't know the exact day or like time, but it was definitely at a really young age, definitely. And I think, what was it? Probably, it wasn't until high school, like I said, in 2001, that I really got kind of into it. Because at the time, I think I was telling you I was like golfing. So I was a big golfer. So that kind of took a lot of my time. And yeah, we had this school project where I don't even know what it was about, but it was a school project, and like my friend thought it would be a good idea to do breaking as like our topic.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. I'm kind of familiar, like I've seen it before. I've tried it. We can do that. So we did some research, came up with like a little like routine. We didn't even know what we were doing, but this is like before even YouTube was around. So like we were just like referencing whatever like we had known, like Beat Street, Break-In, those VHS tapes. And yeah, so like we put together something, and I was like, this is kind of cool. I'm kind of into it, like, and like that's kind of like where it started. And then obviously like my friend stopped, and I was like, I'm gonna try to keep going with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, like there wasn't much information about it back then.
What was the scene like back then?
Oh, man,
Were
like
there a lot of other people
so
doing
yeah, well, not in my school really, but it was like you would see like flyers at like Sarah's Surf. Or like you would be in town, you would see a random flyer like, all ages event, booty contest, and then breaking contest. Yeah, it was like, it was like a clubbing thing, like an all ages clubbing thing. And like, I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. They got like some B-boy thing, but like with the booty, I don't know. But it was such a weird time that like, yeah, if you really had to like go out to like see, like, or like find it. It wasn't like now where you could just jump on the computer. It wasn't as, yeah. But yeah, so like I would just go to like Sarah's Surf, see what event was happening and like check it out. I wasn't really breaking, so I would just watch. A lot of times I would just like spectate. Like I think the first event I went to was the Bboy Reunion 2001.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was at that. That was at Pro City. And I didn't know anybody, and I just kind of went, had my parents drop me off.
In the cafeteria, right?
In the cafeteria with like the red floor.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that event kind of like opened my eyes to like, wow, this is more than just doing like windmills.
Yeah.
Like there's actually like, there's a foundation and like, just there's a lot behind it.
Yeah.
So I think that event was definitely my first, and then like, yeah, after that was just kind of history. It was just kind of like, okay, I'm going to start practicing.
Yeah. So speaking of practicing, like I've kind of been on this thought that, the history of breaking in any place, in any scene, is as much told by the development of artists as place and practice spaces, right? Like you can almost like mark certain eras of a breaking scene based on practice spaces opening and closing, or jam spaces like Fresh Cafe or Diverse. Like you can almost like catalog chapters based on places.
Yeah.
So what were the practice spots like in 2001? I mean, were there public practice spots?
Dang, it was really secretive. Like it was more like territory. Like back then, it was like crews had like places that they would practice, and if somebody showed up, it was like, yo, these guys are like trying to bite our stuff, or like they're trying to battle. Yeah, it was like a weird, like definitely different from now. Like now, everybody's pretty welcoming.
Was it like public parks and stuff, or I mean like garages?
Garages, like I actually like was practicing at a church.
Oh yeah, I
Like
think a lot. Yeah.
yeah, up in Red Hill, there's like this church there, and like I forgot how I met those guys, but yeah, like I got connected and I started practicing there. But yeah, it was like people's garages, like maybe parks, like rec centers.
When did you start going to McCully Rec?
Oh
I think
man,
that was the first time I ever saw you.
that was
Before I was breaking even.
that was like 2002.
Oh, okay, so
I was still in high
you
school.
still. Oh,
Yeah,
really?
because I remember having my parents drop me off. Like it was like the thing where like
Yeah.
yeah,
Your
they would have to
parents
like
kinda-
it's kind of sketch. So they would drop me off and then pick me up like after I'm done. And yeah, it wasn't yeah, it was a that was a dope spot.
Yeah.
So that I think came a little later, maybe 2004. I think after I had graduated, I had gotten close with like Eli,
Oh.
and he was like, "Yeah, we could practice out here in Keolu, like if you want to get down." Because I know they were doing that way before I was even breaking. That was the thing. Yo, when I got into breaking, I really got into it. Like, I didn't know McCully gym was only open on certain days, so like, I would just show up, just whenever.
See
And if it was closed, I would just practice outside by myself until my parents picked me up. Like I would like find time, like I don't know, I would just go, just try to practice as much as I can. I think I was just so like into it because I thought it was like
Did you have anybody in your proximity or like friends that had that same kind of drive? Because I'm
No.
finding. Oh, really?
yeah.
It was just.
It was just me. And I think that's kind of like where I developed like this whole like hermit crab type of like
Your persona.
yeah, like I've always been kind of like a loner, kind of quiet, so like I enjoy practicing by myself. So like yeah, so like back then I would just like practice in my garage for like hours or like go to a park and like just get down just by myself, and I enjoy that.
Yeah.
So there wasn't really anybody around me that I fed off of, which is weird. Like, yeah, nobody was really, I guess, I'm not trying to say on my level, but like, as far as like my dedication at the time, like I couldn't find anybody who was like willing to put in that much time,
Wow, that's dope. So kind of connecting the dots, you had mentioned golfing before that.
Okay.
Were you this crazy about golfing?
I was crazy about golf. I think when I got into it, I think at a young age, like, I don't know, 8 or 9 or something, my dad was a golfer. He got my brother and I into golfing. And yeah, it was like hardcore. We were golfing like every day. We were, my dad would drop us off at the golf course and we'd spend all day at the golf course, like practicing, or on the golf course, like just hitting balls, whatever.
Were you on a team? Did you like?
Yeah.
compete at it? Okay.
Yeah, eventually, like when I got into high school, like Radford, I was a part of like the golf team, I guess you could say. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the thing with that is like the difference with golf, it was like, I felt like it was more pressure.
Huh.
Yeah, I think because like that's when Tiger Woods was coming up, and like, he was like a young guy and he was like, dominating the field. And like, I think a lot of parents were putting a lot of pressure on their kids to like perform or like get really good because who can be the next Tiger,
Did you ever compete against Michelle Wee or
No,
something?
definitely not. But it always felt like I was competing with my brother, if that makes any sense. Like
He's older.
he's older. He's like a year and a half older than me, but he's always been better at golf than I. And I think, yeah, that frustrated me. And I think the pressure of like not being able to like meet an expectation and perform eventually led to me like losing interest in it because it just felt like too serious,
That is wild to hear.
Yeah.
To go into breaking.
I know. And then like, yeah, breaking, and then like school project, now I'm breaking, and yeah, and I felt, but that was the difference because breaking, it was like there wasn't really like, I don't know, how do I say it? Like, it's okay to mess up, or like, there's not really like with golf, it's like you hit a good shot or you hit a bad shot. Like with breaking, it's like, it's okay to like fail or like not get this move down. Like I just felt like there wasn't that pressure, and I think that's what gravitated. That's why I gravitated so much towards it. Was just like it was just so free, you know, just kind of like just do whatever, whatever you want.
And creative.
Creative, yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea of how I think as artists, like we cross pollinate between genres. You know, we take discipline from one thing, whether it's a sport like golf or videography or painting, and we bring that into other realms of our lives, and then also going backwards. So, do you still golf? And do you think breaking has shaped the way that you golf now, or like because you were talking about the pressure of golf?
Yes.
And now that you have breaking, has it changed the way that you golf?
Absolutely. Like I definitely view, I mean, as far as golf, differently. I think my approach, my practice, and the mentality, you know, not, like I said, taking it too serious, but yet my focus is a lot better. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's just my discipline for sure. Like the way I like approach breaking with like practice and whatnot definitely translated to like how I approach golf now. I mean, I'm not trying to be on the PGA tour or anything, but yeah, I think like my friends can tell you like when I'm golfing, like I don't really like to talk too much. Like I'm pretty focused, it's pretty zoned. Like kind of like with breaking, like when I'm breaking, like I love everybody around me, but like if I'm at practice, like everybody around me can tell you that I don't really like to talk too much. If I'm at practice, it's like, you know, I'm trying to practice.
Yeah.
Practice is practice. But then after we can chat.
Yeah.
But if I'm practicing, it's like, yo, like, can we talk about practice at least or breaking? Like, I'm not trying to talk about golf or something at practice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was really, I guess, into martial arts, Bruce Lee. I never took like, you know, I didn't take any lessons or anything, but I was always infatuated with like, you know, that discipline. And like, yeah, I thought nunchucks was cool. You know what I mean? As a kid. So like, it was something I just randomly did for fun. And yeah, sometimes I get bored at practice, you know, like I try to change up like how I approach, I guess, make things a little bit more difficult. So yeah, I guess I took a Bosu ball, which is like, you know, the half circle, like flat platform thing, and then decided to just like start handstanding, balancing on it. And then I was like, you know, why don't I just change it up and just do some nunchucks on it? So yeah, I know like people look at me at the gym like I'm a circus freak or something. They're just like, what is this guy doing? I'm just like upside down most of the time, but I don't know. I find it fun. You know, I think that's the most important thing, right? As long as you're having fun with it, it's all that really matters. And I'm there, I mean, I'm getting my workout in. I'm not bothering anybody. I may look kind of crazy, but yeah, that's what I do at practice.
Yeah, I love that. So in terms of like fun, expressing yourself and getting a workout, one of the things we'd like for you to just kind of talk about, and I don't just mean like myself or our crew, but I think like the whole scene that really is motivated and inspired constantly by you just being in the room is like, where do you find the motivation, or like what is your kind of like why, if you had to put a peg in it, you know, for this? Because it's not like you're out there like entering every competition, you know, or like going to every community practice. Like you do it for yourself. I think that's apparent. It's really clear. But yeah, where do you draw motivation, and like why do you do this thing? That's a hard one, I guess.
Yeah, I definitely don't do it to compete so much anymore. I mean, I'd probably enter like once a year, but I mean, a lot of my inspiration does come from other things, maybe like traveling for one. I love to travel. Not even breaking related, just like being in a different place, just seeing like different things, cultures, eating food, like that. I don't know, it inspires me in a way that I'm like, I just want to get back home and train, or like get creative with like what I do at, you know, as far as practice or breaking. Yeah, everything, you know, like golf. Sometimes I'll watch random things on YouTube, like skateboarding, like watching people skateboard kind of inspires me, like, you know, graffiti, like watching people do graffiti, like the hand styles, like the way they like do throw ups and like just I don't know, just little nuances of like I just pick little things and I'm just like that's kind of cool, like, and I don't know how I would like verbally like translate to you like how I process that, but like it just does something where I'm like, okay, well, I want to get to practice. Like I just get that feeling, like I just want to do something,
Wow.
like creative.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's everything, man. Like music, listening to music, watching like live bands play, seeing them like, improvise and like riff off each other. Kind of like, I think it's cool and it like definitely motivates me. Seeing like, I don't know, just hearing it and like seeing the way they like perform. Just everything, man.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I mean breaking too. Obviously, like I don't really watch too much breaking anymore, but it still does inspire me a lot. Like when I do see it, like there's a lot of crazy people now, and like
Oh.
definitely the level has like
Yeah.
gone to like very high level.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really watch too much breaking anymore. I don't know. Not that I don't like it. It's
Yeah.
just
When do you feel like that stopped? Like you stopped watching so much breaking? Do you
Man.
think that was around the time like you were competing less? You stopped competing as much? Pandemic?
kind of, yeah, maybe. It just like I felt like I was starting to find like inspiration elsewhere other than just breaking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's so dope that you channeled so much. Like you said, everything. Channeling everything. Like your life is your canvas, and breaking is one of several vehicles that you have.
yeah.
I'm curious, what's the longest that you've ever not been able to break, and how was that?
Ooh, man, I don't know actually. Like I probably like a week and a half.
Wow.
But that was because like I was like probably just like bedridden sick. Like it would take that for me to stop breaking. Like if I was a little bit sick, you would see me at the gym still doing handstands or some being dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, I should be resting, but
I mean, what was it like to go a week and a half? Like, how did you?
Not
obviously
good.
Dying sick. But
Probably like, yeah, no, that definitely, I get kind of like low, man. Like when I'm not like moving, like dancing or like having that outlet, I find myself kind of like going a little crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I get kind of low. I don't want to say like my self-esteem goes down, but like I just feel like I'm just not myself.
Yeah, less of
Yeah.
yourself. And so on that note, injuries, like I think that's always like a fun thing to think about. It's
Yeah.
like maybe what are some injuries that you've had to work through? I mean, because it sounds like you've very much worked through
Yeah.
injuries, and I know like we all get them. So if you want to describe to whatever detail you want
Yeah.
some injuries that you've encountered, both maybe through breaking related injuries, but like sometimes you get injured and doing
Outside of breaking, yeah.
shit, and
Yeah.
how'd you get through those?
I mean, all my serious injuries have been from breaking. Like I tore my meniscus doing a street show in Waikiki like a while ago, but that was like the first. And like I think during that time I was already like out of high school. I didn't have insurance, so I didn't go to the hospital. I didn't even know what was wrong with me. Like I couldn't even straighten my leg. So like couldn't walk,
Yeah.
couldn't do anything. But I think that was the blessing because like that's where I started developing like my balance, I guess, and like doing stuff around it. Like I mean most people would just rest.
Yeah.
But for me, I think like my dedication and like my drive was like so strong at the time that like I looked at it as like, okay, there's different things I can do,
Yeah.
So like I was like, why don't I try like just get really good handstands?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, so I injured my knee, my meniscus first. And then, yeah, I injured this one after. So both knees are messed up.
You never got surgery.
Never got surgery. I was still breaking
Wow. Yeah.
and didn't really stop. Yeah, I think it just drove me more to get better. Eventually, like I like to think it healed on its own. I don't know. I never got an X-ray. I never got MRI. Nothing.
What?
It was like
For either leg.
for either leg. There was one day where like I was stretching in my garage and I pulled my leg back to stretch and I felt it snap and I was like, okay, I think I just like made it worse. And I was like, magically, my knee was like, I could straighten it.
It was better.
It was better. So I was like, I think I know how to like, exactly. I was like, I think I know how to fix it. So like for like a year and a half, that was like the trend. Like I would battle, it would like dislocate, and I'd be like, okay, I got this, guys. And I just like rip it back.
Yo,
yeah. So
roughly what years were those?
man, that was like, had to be like 2003, 2004, like right out of high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because I was practicing like every day, man. Like it wasn't even healthy. I think the amount of times I was practicing, like it was like 8 hours a day in my garage, like just tweaking out.
Yeah.
Like just, yeah, I'll just be there for like just forever and just working on like.
Do you still feel those injuries now? I mean, have you changed the way that you dance around?
So definitely my approach is a little more different. Like, you know, I don't try to beat myself up at practice, especially like, you know, I'm 40. So like, you know, if you get injured now, it takes a while to recover. But I think having like finding, well, everybody's different, but for me, I found what worked, like finding a very low impact approach to breaking kind of like helps preserve, I guess you could say, your body. So I do a lot of more, I guess, like conditioning, stretching, because it's like I know how to do a move.
Yeah.
It's like I don't really need to be.
Like, what are you chasing?
Yeah, like I don't need to be like trying to like beat my body up, trying to do like air flare 1.5 every day. It's like, it's kind of here already. So I think just conditioning, finding ways to like get stronger and faster, but without actually doing the move. I think is the,
Yeah.
I mean, because breaking it's taxing on your body, man. Like that thing is, it's tough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I guess the age or like the amount of time that you could be breaking, like I think when I was starting, like I didn't even expect to be breaking this long.
Yeah.
You know, like most people just kind of like stop and they're like, oh, I just got injured, or
Yeah.
stop breaking, and
Yeah.
you know.
I think that's.
I think it's just your lifestyle, really. Like, I mean, I never really had any kids. I never had any
And
kids.
You know,
No, I never had any kids, for the record. Not really. I never had kids.
Kind of. There's.
Not saying that like you can't do it with those things, because you definitely can, but it definitely like helped me, I guess, still stay as consistent as I have, is not having like other things to like put my time in.
What about diet for longevity?
But
do you do anything special?
man, I don't do anything crazy. Like I drink a lot of. I drink once in a while.
Oh.
Alcohol, yeah.
Yeah.
I drink a lot of water. I don't know if that makes a difference. You know, I think water is really important. I sleep. I love naps. So maybe that.
I'm curious. How much do you sleep?
I mean,
I've been a nerd out right now.
I don't sleep well.
Oh.
Like, I love to sleep, but I don't sleep well. Like, you know, after practice, it's like 10 o'clock, and then I usually eat, and then I'm in bed by like midnight.
Yeah.
And then I gotta wake up at like, you know, 5:45, 6 o'clock to go to work.
Wait.
Yeah.
On average, like on
That's like the average.
days,
That's the average like weekday
6
for
hours
me.
of sleep?
Yeah, basically.
But you sleep between dinner and practice?
Yes.
Kind of?
Between no. I sleep between like after work. You know, after like everything's done, I usually come home, like get cleaned up, wind down, and then I'll take a nap, like a good like hour and a half nap.
Wow.
And then like I feel great again, and then that's when I'll like, you know, hit the driving range or go to the golf and like hit some balls or just go to practice.
Do you do both ever? Like you go golfing
sometimes,
and then you break?
Sometimes.
What is that like? Does that make your body feel weird?
It's definitely, yeah, golf may seem like a lazy sport, but I mean, there's a lot of muscles that you use that definitely, you know, you use for breaking. Like, so like a lot of times my back is really tight, you know, so I do have to like, I just usually stretch out really well. Just a lot of stretching. If I do golf and go breaking after, it's more conditioning and just, you know, you'll just see me just doing handstands or something.
I'm surprised, like, you've never hurt your back. Like, have you?
Like, I've strained it to where, like, I couldn't bend down. Like, then again.
From breaking? Or
from breaking.
Oh.
From breaking, yeah.
What were you doing?
Too many, like, windmill 90s, probably.
Oh.
That move, is tough on your back.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what everybody's chasing right now.
Dude, I know Maka's like,
Maka and Jack,
yeah,
like-
and I tell Maka, I'm like, yo, you better, yo, if your back is feeling tight, yo, you better chill or stretch.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, windmill 90s, I think doing that like constantly, just
Yeah.
the impact, like definitely takes a toll on you.
It's the coming back up.
Coming back up,
The it's
down,
like
up.
hip- Yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
And I think maybe just the way I do it,
Mhm.
because I don't whip as hard, so I have to use more control.
Mhm,
And that's just the way I do power, but maybe that,
That's your core, yeah.
yeah, kind of like,
So from doing so many handstand related things, like have you never had wrist problems?
no, actually it's been like strong.
So maybe the hands has helped your wrist.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Your
Absolutely.
forearms.
Wrist, shoulders,
Yeah.
like I feel like I've never had any like crazy injuries.
Yeah.
Like
Elbows?
with my wrist.
Oh.
My elbow maybe, like I think just like doing elbow tracks and like banging it and like, maybe like striking a nerve. But nothing to where like,
Yeah.
like how my knee was, like
Yeah.
that level where I had to like stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like I think, like I said, conditioning, man, is
Yeah.
like the key to like the longevity to keep doing what you love to do.
What,
you know?
What's your favorite kind of music that you jam out to? Or do you have a favorite? You kind of just go with the wind.
Kind of whatever, man. I play a lot of like just random things on SoundCloud. Yeah, some days I'm feeling like, breaks, funk, and then some days I just want to listen to like house, or I just want to listen to like rock and just do like power or something, So it depends on my mood and how my body's feeling. Like, of course, I'm not gonna put rock and roll on and try to do power when my body's like dead tired, So depending on my mood, but a lot of times it's just like, yeah, I love to listen to everything, to be honest.
Yeah.
I dance to everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Inspirational figures. Did you have any coming up? Do you have any now? Do you feel like there's any other breakers that helped shape your style? I know that you had mentioned being inspired by like Bruce Lee and things like that, like other people in other genres and domains, but breaking specifically. Who's that for you? Because a lot of people are inspired by you.
Yeah. For me, man, I don't know, breaking a lot. I mean, I got inspired by a lot of people. Like, I guess the era that I grew up in, it was like the Reveal. It was like B-Boy Free. Not just because they're Filipino, which is cool too. I thought that was cool, like seeing a dope Filipino B-Boy, by the way. But yeah, those guys, I really like Skill Methods, like Cloud, Abstract. Watch those guys a lot. Man, the list goes on. There's
What
so
about
much.
locally here in Hawaii? Was there
Locally.
anybody that you really enjoyed watching during those formative years, like the early 2000s?
Definitely Akela.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I think Akela definitely inspired me a lot. I mean, I was so happy when I got down with them, like KMF, Kakimochi Funk, Waikiki B-Boys. Yeah, I want to say everybody inspires me, but if I had to like pick a few,
Yeah.
it would definitely be like Waikiki B-Boys at that time. It was like Dan, like Akela, Ariz. He kind of left at a really like early stage when I started breaking. Like, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Ariz.
The Japanese guy.
Kind of, yeah, he's the Japanese guy. But yeah, he actually was the one who took me under his wing. Like, he saw me at like a B-Boy reunion and was like, yo, like, you should come practice with us. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, so he took me to McCully he was like my in
Yeah.
at McCully. I had no idea that it even existed.
Yeah.
So yeah, he would take me there. He would take me to like street shows, like do street shows in Waikiki. He took me to like my first club, like the Mist. I don't even, like that.
Where is that? Where's
That was like near McCully. It was like in some like back alley like sketch area. But it was cool. Like, I've never been to a club before, and he brought me, and I was like, okay.
This is the booty shaking breaking.
This is the booty shaking break. Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
all ages. Like, how old were you when you first
Man, I
went
think I was
clubbing?
probably like 17,
Damn.
16. But I feel like that at that time it was kind of like normal. I don't know. I don't want to say
It
like.
was just party club. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
so
Like
you got
they had
out.
a ton of like all ages parties
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah.
That was like a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so he was like definitely an inspiration. He got me into like the scene, But yeah, it's just the guys I hung out with a lot at that time.
Yeah.
You know, like Waikiki B-boys. Like
Yeah.
those are the guys that really like kind of like shaped my approach and like my love for the dance.
Okay, that's a perfect segue. So now we'll talk about crews, right? Kakimochi Funk,
Yeah.
Waikiki B-boys, Battle Snakes,
Oh God.
Red Eye Jedi, 808 Breakers.
Yeah.
You know, there's a bucket of crews that we could talk about,
Yeah.
and that I think would be really valuable. Like you'd be able to provide very valuable insight about. But we'll just look at it chronologically first. So, like, what was the first crew that you were in, and what was that like?
So the first crew I was in was like, it was actually Holy Smokes.
Yes.
So like that stemmed from like, because I was
The
practicing at
church.
the church
Okay.
and we thought that would be a cool name because it's like, you know,
Were you smoking a lot?
I wasn't smoking. I think the smoking part was like, I'm going to smoke you,
Okay.
but we're like from church. So it's like Holy Smokes.
That's good.
I mean, that was,
it.
oh dude, it was like this guy Noah from the church, his brother, I forgot his name. It was just like a bunch of random people who were like practicing at the church.
What was
yeah.
the time period like?
That was like 2002. I was still in high school at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are the first, like, that's probably like the first official crew that I got down with.
Yeah.
Um,
What was the next one?
and then I think the next one was like High Def, which was like Blaine, who was in 808.
Yeah.
So Blaine and Bryson, his nephew,
The one who's in BRK?
the one who's in BRK.
That's his nephew?
Yeah, so that's his nephew.
Okay.
But I got, like, that was like the next like crew I actually got into. And the reason why I know Blaine is because he used to golf too in high school.
Is the same age, kind of?
He's a year older than me.
Oh.
But he was a big golfer too. So it was like, there was that connection. I was like, oh, you golf and you break? So do I. Like, dang. So we got close. And yeah, we would practice and like, yeah. So like High Def. Yeah, it was just me. It was just three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we entered like B-Boy Reunion 2002 or 2003. One of those.
Yeah.
We got smoked. But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. So that was like probably 2003, 3, right?
2, 3, something like that. Yeah.
What was the next crew?
The next crew after that was Waikiki B-Boys
Okay, so you were in Waikiki before 808.
before 808.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow. So you had met Ariz and
So-
started kind of getting down.
Exactly. So I met them, got down with them, Waikiki B-Boys. And then I think from Waikiki B-Boys, it was kind of like the same members were in KMF. So it was kind of like, okay, you're Waikiki, now you're KMF.
Who else was in KMF?
Tiff.
No way.
Yeah, Tiff was KMF. So at the time, it was like me, Tiff, Akela, Ariz. I want to say Duo.
Lions of
Roxwell?
Zion?
Yeah, from Lions of Zion. He was down with us.
He was living out here.
He was living out here. Yeah.
Wow.
I want to say there's like a couple more members, but that's like off the top of my head,
Yeah.
who I was like around most of the time.
Yeah.
And then after KMF, Waikiki B-Boys, it was 808.
Yeah.
So I got down with 808 after that.
Yeah.
Because they weren't battling as much. And I think at that time,
Waikiki wasn't.
Waikiki wasn't battling.
Oh,
I think Akela was like partying
a lot. Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Tiff, I think she had moved away.
Wow.
Or she was like getting into like some Zumba. She was doing her Zumba, like,
Mhm.
and she was like planning on moving, so I didn't really like get to see her much or battle with her.
And there were some like relationships between Waikiki B-Boys and 808, right?
Yeah, so I got into 808 because Waikiki wasn't really doing much. And I already knew like a bunch of guys from 808,
Yeah.
like Drenz,
Yeah.
Blaine, like all those guys. Like I was really cool with them. So yeah, it was like an easy transition, I feel like, you know, because they were competing a lot. They were like just coming up as a crew and battling. So I got down with them. But the crazy thing is like the reason why like I had actually split from 808 was because they didn't like me getting down with Waikiki because I would still do street shows
Oh, yeah.
with Waikiki because that's like, it's fun, man. Yeah. And that's why I love doing it is because it's fun. Like, I don't really care about the battling part.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to break and like,
Yeah.
You
Almost
know,
feels like they're kind
show
of separate
off.
worlds.
yeah. So like
Oh.
me getting, still like being friends and tight with Waikiki and still getting down with them and, you know, and doing shows. Like some of the guys didn't like that in 808.
Yeah.
So they were like, yo, you either like get down with us. They gave me like the ultimatum. Like,
No way.
yeah, dude, they
Wow.
gave me the ultimatum. Like, you're either down with us or you're out. And I said, well, you know what? If you're going to be like that,
Wow.
I'm out. Because,
Wow.
I mean, that's just not how I get down,
Yeah,
man. Like,
you're here to enjoy your art.
exactly. It's supposed to be
Keep
fun.
going, yeah.
Yeah, like it wasn't like I was like betraying them. It was just kind of like,
I'm doing
these are
street
my homies.
shows,
Yeah,
and I'm making some money.
exactly. You know?
Yeah.
But people,
Remember your first battles with 808? And who, maybe what other members were there with you?
man, it had to have been like probably a Funky 4 jam. Like there was one every month, so I can't really like,
Wow. Were they all at Philcom?
they're all at Philcom, dude, and they were huge. Like those jams were just like packed.
This is before 2007, right?
This had to have been, yeah, probably like 05, 06 maybe.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, their jams were just like every week and, oh, sorry, not every week, every month.
Every month.
And it was just kind of like, but I think with Funky 4 is like, they like did it like every month. And then they were doing stuff in like Maui, Kauai. So they were like bouncing around. They were like, they had this like big thing going, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was one of those jams that I entered with 808. I can't remember.
And that was like how you were put down in the crew? Like you didn't battle and you kind of just joined and then you were...
Yeah, kind of. I kind of wish they battled me in, but
Yeah.
I never got battled in. They were just like, yo, you're down with us.
Do you remember who was with you entering?
I want to say it was probably Justice, because he was always like on the front lines. Maybe Joel. And then probably like Juice Lee, because he got down around the same time I did.
Oh, okay.
And then probably a Cadet, Blaine, like those guys, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I wasn't really like I knew the 808 Breakers at the time, but I was close to them, but I didn't, I don't know like how exactly it started. I know Justice was the one who kind of like, you know, was the leading man behind everything and like put everything together. But I know they just wanted to like make a crew that just, with the name alone, just repped Hawaii. You know, from what I have, remembered. And yeah, I mean, what better name than 808?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So like.
Did they practice a lot together?
They did.
You guys practice together?
I mean, I didn't practice with them in the beginning. Eventually, when I got down, I did. But like I said, back then it was like a lot of crews just kind of like had their own secret spots.
Okay.
It was very secretive.
What was the 808 spot?
808 spot was Dren's house in Eva Beach.
Okay.
And I know they actually started IAEA Rec Center.
No.
Yeah.
Dren specifically and his cousin.
So like Dren's, Blaine, they were the first to like get the IAEA Rec Center going. And I think I was getting down with them at that time. So like that's how I know. It was like, okay, this is the spot, like we can start practicing. And then it eventually turned into like a community thing and everybody started like that was like the meetup, you know?
Yeah.
People from Waipahu town would come down and like practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rockstrike came to practice one time. I was like tripping out. Yeah, this is like...
Moving forward into like crew genealogies and stuff, right? So I know Waikiki B-Boys kind of came back because I know Derek also started to rep Waikiki a little more after like Jin had gotten in. Jin and Rockman started kind of doing their own thing with 808 and Chad.
Yeah. I remember that. That was like that was a crazy time because I feel like a lot of the original members kind of like just...
Do you know, like, so what was that? What do you have a comment on, like, that time? Like, why?
It was...
What was going on?
It was crazy because, like...
I don't know.
Yeah, so, like, one day the 808 Breakers was, like, the guys I knew. Like, Derek, Justice. And then all of a sudden, like, they enter a jam, and it's, like, Jin, Chad, and, like, Rockman. And I'm like, wait, what happened? Like, who... Like, where did that transit? So, like, I don't know exactly what happened from that time where it's the members that I knew. And then, like, it was just a whole different, like, cast of people.
So there wasn't a lot of communication.
Yeah, I was already out at that time. Oh, okay. This is, like, I got out. And then I don't know if, like, Justice was the one who put them down.
Brother, actually.
I think your brother was the first one to, like, really organize the whole UH thing, man.
Yes, yeah.
You know, he was the guy who was, like, getting the room for us, and, like, he was the man.
Yeah, Studio for, I think it was a UH Manoa Mixed Martial Arts Club.
Oh, is that what it was?
That's what it was called originally. And I remember that's how kind of Bo
Well,
got into
dude,
it.
that guy is a
fucking throwing punches and
The guy's cracking a whip like he's
whips. Yeah.
Indiana Jones, dude. I'm trying to do air flares, and this guy's like whipping across the room, and it's like scaring the crap out of me and everybody else.
I think that would be actually interesting to hear his first, I guess.
Your experience with Bo. Okay, good. Yeah. When was the first time that you met Bo around like Studio 4?
Yeah, so like I mean, we would go to practice, every Sunday, and it was just like there was only a couple of us at the time, maybe 3 or 4 of us, and then yeah, like this like white dude comes in, with like his like ninja like bag of like ninja stars, and he's got like whips, like swords, like katana swords. I'm like, dude, who is this guy? And he's like he's just doing crazy stuff across. He's like doing some kung fu, like cracking the whip, you know what I mean? While we're trying to break, and it's just like we're just like tripping out on this dude. And then eventually, I guess he gets interested. He's like, oh, what are you guys doing? Like, oh, I know breaking. Okay, so like he gets down and like, yeah. So Bo, man, shout out to Bo. He's the OG, the white ninja.
Yeah. Yes.
Love you guys.
We're gonna jump into the martial arts thing, because I think there's a lot there actually, but finishing out this maybe just crew commentary in your experience with crews,
Yeah.
So like after 808, what was next?
After 808, and then I got back down like with Waikiki, I was still doing stuff with them. And then like it was kind of just like I was just like doing whatever at the time, just free agent. Like I was getting down with BRK.
Oh really?
They
I
would
remember
ask-
you entering with Red Eyes too.
And then Red Eyes, kind of like I would practice with them often.
Yeah.
But there was like this thing with Red Eye, like where like in the beginning when I was still down with Waikiki, and we battled at the Blaisdell.
Yeah.
And then like I called out one of their routines.
Yeah.
Dude, and like they got so mad. Like they got
Really?
yeah,
Like,
but I'm
it was
like, yo,
mostly Jason.
it was mostly Jason. But it was crazy because like I'm cool with all of them.
Yeah.
And then backstage, everybody's like they're like talking trash, like I'm gonna smoke you and this and that. I'm like, maybe they were just trying to get in our heads.
Yeah.
And then we ended up winning that jam.
I remember. Yeah. Eli entered. that
Yeah, and then like
Yeah.
we ended up, and they were so pissed, dude. They were so mad. Like
Oh.
Red Eye was so mad. So like so after that, I kind of like distanced myself away a little bit. Eventually, like,
Interesting.
I'd like to think we squashed it. Well, Jason and I don't know, like, but I've always been cool with Syph,
Yeah.
and like J Live.
Mhm.
But yeah, that came later because then I got down with Battlesnakes.
Battlesnakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after Waikiki again, it was Battlesnakes.
Yeah, as I was still a kid. I mean, I consider myself a kid. I was like 19, 20.
Yeah.
What was Battlesnakes?
So Battlesnake started in like actually I went to trigonometry in California. I think it was like trigonometry 2. This had to have been like I don't know 2005, 2006, maybe 7.
Is that the one L10 battled?
L10 battled. Dude, it was a big one.
Yeah.
I don't.
I've heard stories of that.
So that jam, like, yeah, that was the jam where like Freak Show, like it was in a church, and then Freak Show like started a fight and like just like pretty much ended the jam, got everybody kicked out, started a fight in the church, basically, and I was like right there. But anyways, so like it started from that. I don't remember who, but like everybody was just getting put down for Battlesnakes. It was supposed to be like a gimmick. I think it was like Yacked. Yak was in it.
Yeah.
Um,
Like from Concrete All Stars?
Yeah. So like, yeah, Panda. Bboy Panda?
Yeah.
I don't know if he goes by Panda anymore, but like that's where I met him. Panda. Like Domkey from Lions of Zion.
Yeah.
Napalm, like Goofball, L10. Like there was like
Empo was in it too, right?
Empo was it like so many. Well, I think Empo got down like later.
Oh, okay.
But like so many people got down at that jam for Battlesnakes, and it was just supposed to be like a joke, like for fun.
Okay.
Like
that was for that jam.
it was kind of like yeah for the jam, but then it just kind of like kept going.
So you kind of wound up back entering as Battlesnakes
So-
with like Will and Daniel.
So how that happened,
Yeah.
which was kind of weird, was that I wasn't really repping Battlesnakes. I just thought that was funny, and like I came home and I was like, okay. And I guess Yax, like he got close with Will, Yellow Paco,
Online?
online.
Okay.
I don't know how. And he's like, yo, like I heard you're down with Battlesnakes. Like I'm down too. And I'm like, oh, how did you get down? And he's like, oh, Yak put me down. I'm like, okay, cool. So then, yeah, we just started entering.
Oh, okay.
And then that's how, sorry, not 808, but that's how like, yeah, Battlesnake started,
Yeah.
which was weird. And then like, Will just put everybody down. Not everybody, but he put like,
Yeah.
you know,
'Cause guys
Daniel.
are here, like as a big crew here in Hawaii, a couple times. I think we battled you. I think.
You know, and it's funny. I just watched that battle last
Like
night at
8
United
people.
Styles.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
This is what-
Oh yeah,
I think
yeah,
that
yeah,
might
yeah.
have been the-
Well, you guys beat us though.
I don't know.
You guys beat us
I
on that
know.
one. It's crazy, man. Like to see that develop, like, because I remember when you started coming out,
Yeah.
like, you know, you and your brother,
Yeah.
and it was like, you know, you guys were having fun out there for sure.
Yeah. I had no mentorship
But
whatsoever.
I
no
think
guidance.
But I think that's what got
Passion.
you here, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what developed your personality and like your approach. And I feel like, I mean, it's like, you know, sometimes we look back and it's like that was a wacky time, but
Yeah.
I think that was necessary to get here.
Mhm.
And but yeah, seeing you grow from like that, not saying that was bad, like, you know,
yeah,
because it's important to have fun,
yeah.
but like to where it is now, like the whole 808 Breakers, you know, like not saying that you guys don't have fun now, but like the approach is definitely like on another level, you know, but seeing that like transition, how like through the years you guys developed to like
Yeah.
this like, you know, international crew.
Yeah.
It's been kind of cool, man.
Did you ever think the crew would last that long?
In all
I'm
honesty,
having a hard time coming up with a question for that.
like the 808 Breakers,
Yeah.
I mean, probably not. You know, I feel like a lot of crews came and went, you know, like, because breaking is kind of just like, I'm not saying it's not organized, but it's just like a bunch of like kids usually who get together, start something cool, and then like everybody, you know, life happens and they just do their own thing, and then it just dies,
Yeah.
you know? So like, I had no idea it was gonna last that long or go this far or like to where you guys are at now. But it's good. I mean, I'm really happy that, you know, you guys definitely took it to like the worldwide stage,
Yeah.
you know, like a different level. Like, I don't think anybody had imagined that,
Yeah.
to be honest.
We definitely haven't.
Yeah.
Still fuck around the same.
From where it started to where it is now, it's definitely not what I expected, you know, like, I feel like it's more accepted within, like, for a lot of people. Like, a lot of people view it as like, you know, not so, like, I think when I did it, it was I don't know how it became gang related, but it was like gang related and it was dangerous and like it was prohibited. Like, you couldn't do it anywhere,
Oh.
basically. Like,
Yeah,
you couldn't do it in
kicked out
church.
of the mall.
Yeah, you couldn't do it at like the mall. You couldn't do it like at school. Like, not a lot of people like allowed that. So to where it is now, it's like you see breaking everywhere. Like, you know, like even families, like moms, dads are like involved, and it's like, dude, I wish my mom was involved, my dad was involved. Like, they were just like, dude, what are you doing? You're just like wasting your time upside down, spinning on your head. Like, this is ridiculous. It's not gonna get you anywhere. But I mean, I guess that's the beauty of it, is like how it had changed into something really positive, and like there is like an avenue for that now. You know, you can pursue that if you wanted to. And I never imagined it getting to where it is now, like, you know, with the Olympics and like
Yeah.
how big it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Even like the venues like that you guys have now, like, you know, like it's just that I never even imagined, like from like a church or like
Cafeteria.
a cafeteria. Now it's like in a convention center or something,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, wow,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the most heated battle in Hawaii that you've ever seen?
Like Kalihi versus everybody.
What was that?
That was like, that was a Funky 4 jam. It was literally like Target Kalihi was the name of the jam. So it was like everybody got on one side on the island versus like Kalihi. But like, mind you, that Kalihi had like I think every Filipino in Kalihi was breaking at the time, because they had like, dude, they had like street signs. They had like ripped like Kalihi Street, like the sign.
Old streets.
Yeah, and they brought it to the jam, and like, dude, they were like repping it hard. They had like their groupies, these girls that were like screaming when they would go out. Yo, it was a crazy time. Like that was probably the hypest, because like, dude, like that went on for like 2 hours.
One battle.
One battle.
Main stage.
It was basically an exhibition. So the whole jam revolved around like Kalihi versus everybody. So the main event was that. Like people went there for that, and like it was basically like a freaking Kalihi brought like everybody and their mom there.
Outer Islands come out too, even? Or?
I think maybe like some Maui guys came out for that. I don't know, but apparently like that was like a thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that set up the stage for like the Target Circus Runways jams, or
The Circus Runway Jam.
Yeah.
Or like the Battle Monkeys. I don't know if you remember that one. Where they had like
I mean, I've
Hawaii's
seen
finest
footage,
versus Battle Monkeys.
Of Dunak and Akela going at it, and Dunak
Yeah.
slid under somebody's legs, Kron. From
Crying.
From-
Yeah, dude, that was
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
So you were there for those too. Like that's all part of that same era. That.
Yeah, I was there for
Continue.
that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
I don't remember the year, but I was there for that.
What's the craziest crash that you've ever seen, or that you have had
Oh,
yourself? What's your
dude.
favorite crash?
Like off the top of my head, AJ, Little Demon's brother, yo, and it was at Pro City, again, the cafeteria. He had the move where he he would jump back and suicide, but the dude like over rotated the suicide and landed on his neck, and he was like out cold, and it was like everybody like the whole jam just stopped and froze, and it was like that probably was one of the craziest crashes I've ever seen in person.
Did somebody call the ambulance? Or?
Yeah.
He ended up getting.
He ended up, after like 5 minutes. So like we actually thought he was dead at one point, which is kind of nuts. Yeah, we were
that
just
was
like,
against Red Eye Jedi.
it was against
'cause
Red Eye, yeah.
I think it was taken off of YouTube, but I remember that was one of the jams that I just couldn't make, and I remember the other guys were there.
Yeah.
Like Jack and them.
Yeah, he knocked himself out hard.
Yikes.
So that was one. Another one off the top would probably be like Dewey from FOS. He had like a routine where like some guy like took his legs and flipped them while he was like on his hands.
Right.
And I guess the guy flipped him too hard. He over rotated and like hit his face, and his teeth came out
Stop.
at the jam.
Which jam was this?
A Four Corners jam, Funky Four.
In Philcom.
Yeah, his teeth, just like you just see his teeth like roll out like chiclets, bro. Like they just on the hardwood floor. Yeah, it was kind of nuts.
Oh.
That was like,
He must have been a kid too.
so he didn't have like his two front teeth. Yeah,
Oh
that was-
my god.
that stuff happens. Yeah, I know. That's kind of like ooh, like cringe, you know?
Holy.
Super cringe.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, those are the two for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily, nothing like that ever happened to me. Like,
Yeah.
I've gotten like, I've tore my meniscus, but it wasn't like I knocked myself out.
So what was the So what was the for your own personal journey? Like, what was the most challenging and most anxiety-ridden like battle that you've ever had, or battle moment? Whether there was a crash in it or not. Like, what was the what was like a high-stakes moment of your breaking career, or felt like it?
Man, I don't know. Honestly, every battle feels like that for me. That's maybe like why I don't like to battle too much. Like I don't think I have anxiety, but I do put a lot of pressure on myself, and I think that kind of like makes me feel like I need to perform at a certain level, and if I don't, like I'm just kind of hard on myself. So I think just with breaking, and it's probably why I don't battle too much anymore, is because like, it's not like I don't like battling, like it's fun once in a while, but a lot of times it just feels like there's too much pressure for me,
Yeah.
and every battle just feels like I'm battling for my life for some reason, when it shouldn't even feel like that, but that's just the way I think. I don't know, I don't know, that's just, everybody's different.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first battle that you entered, like or competition, right? Like as opposed to just being like, I don't know, called out or something.
My first battle? Oh, man, yeah, probably like I want to say it was at the convention center with like the Holy Smokes guys. I don't even know. It was a car show,
Yeah.
and
Car show jams.
we got like roasted by like Waikiki boys. It was basically just like, it was a battle, but it ended up just being like only 2 people that entered, like Waikiki and then us.
Oh.
So it turned into like this like 20-minute exhibition of us getting like handled like hard. Yeah, so basically it was just
You're
like
beginners.
yeah, we were beginners, but like to everybody they were like, dude, what is happening here? What are these kids on the right getting roasted and these guys on the left who like are killing it? Yeah, so
Wow, who threw that?
man, I don't even know, man.
Oh yeah, so B-Boy name wise, what have you gone by? I mean, have you always gone by just Mario or Amazing?
Kind
or-
of just Mario. I feel like
Who started calling you Amazing?
I think it was Rufio.
Okay.
Rufio.
Is a street show thing.
Maybe,
Yeah.
but it was like the M&M's commercial. Like that was the thing. It was like a certain like candy the M&M's came out with. It was like amazing. It was weird, like the way they spelled, but he thought that would be clever and like call me that. And then like I don't know where it started catching on, where everybody started calling me that, but I didn't. I
You
mean,
yourself have never signed
I've
up
never
as-
I never signed like I was amazing. I'm just Mario.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I guess that just became the thing, and like I think that was the jam that you're talking about at Dixie Grill, where oh my God, at Dixie Grill where like somebody called LT a biter, and I think I tried to like back LT up, and the guy was from Kalihi. He called all his homies from Kalihi to like fight me. So like there was like 10 guys outside, like waiting for me to like fight me outside of like Dixie Grill parking lot.
What?
Yeah, but then like Derek and like who's that? Who's the guy from Red Eye? But they had my back, so like they like were standing there and nobody wanted to mess with him. So
Yeah.
because Derek's a big dude.
Yeah.
Boogie D,
Boogie Don.
Boogie Don, the scrapper.
nuts,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's kind of nuts, dude. He'll throw down. So like, yeah, they backed me up and like nobody stepped. So like it was kind of
Yeah.
but yeah, they put
But it was because somebody called LT.
LT a biter, and I was like, dude, I was like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about, you
Yeah.
know? And I guess he got mad and decided that, okay, I'm gonna call my homies and we're gonna fight you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. We're in different times now.
Yeah.
Why did everyone want to fight, man?
I don't know. That was just the thing back then. I know, like now you don't see anybody trying to fight. It's kind of crazy how that changed.
So when are we gonna get?
I mean,
What do you think the most heated you've ever gotten in a battle was?
The most heated? Oh man, I can't.
Or most heated battle that you were in, I guess. So even if it wasn't you, but just like the circumstance.
I had to think about that one.
Z.
Yeah, I gotta think about. I can't. I don't know. Not off the top of my head. I can't think of anything where like I felt like. I mean, I feel like I said, every battle feels like I'm battling for my life. So
Yeah.
maybe that's why.
Yeah. It's
That's
all
why-
one continuous.
That's why it just feels like every battle is just as heated as the last, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
We'll play a quick game. Lessons that you've had in your journey that you wish you could share to your younger self.
I would probably say do it for your own reasons, because you know what I mean. Like, do it for yourself, basically, and be true to yourself. Like, I feel like if it's something that you feel like, if it feels like something you want to do, just do it. Like, even if nobody kind of sees that vision, I feel like staying true to who you are and what feels right, I think is the most important thing. You know, like, following somebody else's path doesn't really make sense when their vision is different. You know, I just feel like there's so many different like avenues to choose from. There's not just one, you know. It's not just about winning big battles. You know, there's so many other things that you can pursue, and I feel like as long as you're like staying true to who you are and not lying to yourself, I think that's just the main thing, you know. Just do it because you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. Do something else, you know. And I feel like, yeah, that's all I can really say. I mean, that's
It's easier said than done sometimes.
It is,
because
it is.
There's a lot of influences, especially I think social media. Like so much of our personalities are like available, you know, that like I think fighting those pressures from the outside to be a competitor or be that guy, or just like the persona of like I'm the dancing guy of the family, versus like being in touch with in the moment, like am I actually enjoying this? Am I getting something valuable out of this?
Yeah. I mean, if it feels right, do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the time. I mean, people change, things change, you know? So like, you can't say that like you look back and you regret something. It's like, you know, at the time it felt right, and that's why you do it. And I just feel like as long as you're staying true and not really trying to follow anybody else's footsteps, you know, like if that avenue doesn't work, then a lot of people get discouraged and it's just like they quit or like, you know, they get really down on themselves. And I think that's where a lot of things can go wrong. And yeah, I mean, everybody wants to be the best. Breaker, B-boy, you know, they want to be like, you know, on top, number one. But at the end of the day, it's like, are you really happy? Like, pursue what makes you happy, you know, like, because it's not for everybody. You know, that path, it's a tough one, you know, like dedicating time and like putting yourself out there like that. It's hard, man. That's why I give a lot of like credit to like you or like Jack, who was like, you know, you guys are making, you know, putting Hawaii on the map. So so it's just like, just stay true to yourself, you know, just do what makes you feel good. As long as you're not affecting anybody negatively, you know, you know,
you're not beating people up in the
as long as you're not beating people up in the parking lot, I think as long as like, yeah, you know, as long as it's positive, you know, yeah, just stay in your own lane, do your thing, you know, yeah, but so.
I love that, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, dude.
For
Absolutely.
all this, like gems on gems. I know it's been at least an hour, and for this and more, for future Mario, maybe watching this, and we'll send you a copy of the video like once it's been edited and stuff before it's posted.
Okay.
Any part of it's posted, just to run it by you that like it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for all that you do, all that you are, you know, and whatever your journey is.
Thank you
I've got
guys.
your back, too.
I mean, it's just an honor to be here. I mean, like, kind of surprised that you even considered
Aw, man.
me. Really, like, I just feel like there's so many, like, but I guess I could see the connection with the 808. I used to be 808, but
Yeah.
yeah, there's so many other, like,
We've wanted to
crazy,
interview
like-
you for years, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Jeff's been talking about it for a while. I was like, I don't really want to like get.
yeah, but I feel like there's a lot of other guys, you know, like E.T. He's been around longer than I have.
Oh yeah. Who would other people? Who are 3 other people that you would go to interview?
I would say E.T. for sure. Ton. Like a lot of people don't know
You can
Ton.
find him.
If you can find, I heard he's in the North Shore, like living on a farm.
Okay.
Yeah, because
know Eli still talks
I
to
chill
him.
with like Earl when I go to Japan, like
Oh.
Saibot, and
Yeah.
you know he tells me a little bit about Ton, but yeah, he's totally like disconnected from like everything. So definitely him, and probably Skilroy.
Yeah.
You know, those guys are legends, man.
Yeah.
Like those are the guys that like, you know, well, especially Roy, dude. That guy's still killing it. I can't
Yeah.
believe like, I don't even know how old he is, like 50 something.
Yeah. Throwing gainers and doing 90s at practice.
Headspin, backspin 90. I'm like, yo, that is insane. So for me, that's like, that is the goal. Like I want to be that old and still be able to like get down like that. So yeah, definitely interview that dude.
Yeah.
Get that guy on here.
Yeah.
Because I mean, everybody wants to know his secret. You know,
Yeah.
that guy is like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like a series of secrets, you know, from I see it kind of like from Roy. I think Ton is a little older than you, yeah?
He's older than me, yeah.
Like from Roy to LT to Todd to yourself, you know, and to myself and Jack and then to Levi. Like I think we're all on this like train car moving through time. We're all trying to hold on
Yeah.
hold on to this art form.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's got their own, like, you know, journey,
Yeah.
you know, but it's kind of like this, how it's all connected. It's kind of cool,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. So,
All right. Well, thank you so much.
yeah, dude, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, man.
That was fun. Thank you.
That was a lot of old footage.
I know that I didn't want to see. I'm like, oh God.